We've known for years and years and years that Hillary Clinton is a crook. In fact, that may even be considered an understatement, given all of her decades of deception against the American people. As a brief example, she spent a good portion of her time as a presidential candidate defending her heartless and callous actions while working for Obama as his Secretary of State. I mean, seriously, how can someone flippantly disregard the deaths of Americans surrounding the Benghazi scandal? And how can she think she can get away with funding her precious Clinton Foundation with Russian connections? Well, now she's going to have to start paying the penalty for her heinous crimes. And it took the bravery of President Trump to get this ball rolling. The president has just signed off on an executive order that will completely freeze the U.S. assets of foreign government officials that are known to be serious human rights abusers. This, once again, is a brilliant way of taking down Hillary and her Uranium One crowd. From Joe for America. We all know Hillary Clinton seriously thought, even with all her lies about Benghazi, lies about her private server, lies about her phones, lies about her emails, lies about Uranium One, she would still win. Come on man, have you ever seen a more intense move by the Democrats to misuse our government agencies just so Hillary could win at all costs? This was about power, money and control. Hillary Clinton didn't want to give that up. However, here's the good news. Reported by Zero Hedge, the Trump administration quietly issued an executive order, EO, last Thursday which allows for the freezing of U.S.-housed assets belonging to foreign individuals or entities deemed serious human rights abusers, along with government officials and executives of foreign corporations, current or former, found to have engaged in corruption, which includes the misappropriation of state assets, the expropriation of private assets for personal gain, and corruption related to government contracts or the extraction of natural resources. Furthermore, anyone in the United States who aids or participates in said corruption or human rights abuses by foreign parties is subject to frozen assets, along with any U.S. corporation who employs foreigners deemed to have engaged in corruption on behalf of the company. Here is a portion of the executive order. I, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America, find that the prevalence and severity of human rights abuse and corruption that have their source, in whole or in substantial part, outside the United States, such as those committed or directed by persons listed in the annex to this order, have reached such scope and gravity that they threaten the stability of international political and economic systems. Human rights abuse and corruption undermine the values that form an essential foundation of stable, secure, and functioning societies, have devastating impacts on individuals, weaken democratic institutions, degrade the rule of law, perpetuate violent conflicts, facilitate the activities of dangerous persons, and undermine economic markets. The United States seeks to impose tangible and significant consequences on those who commit serious human rights abuse or engage in corruption, as well as to protect the